Hey there, Kristen Walter with Mountain Dream Team, coming to you today talking to you about all the different hidden fees that can happen when you buy or sell a property in Colorado. Stay tuned, I'm going to show you, even if you're a buyer or a seller, what you need to watch out for. Okay, before I get started, I always ask you, please make sure you click the like button, the subscribe button. Go follow me on my other channels. Go check out my website. I've got a blog there. There's all kinds of ways that you can find my company and get connected with us so that we can take good care of you and help you make an informed decision whenever you purchase property in Colorado. Okay, this one's gonna be a quick video, but I have to tell you, whatever you do, wherever you go, especially in Colorado, there is a section of the exclusive right to sell and of the contract to buy and sell that talks about private resort fees, private transfer fees, and transfer taxes. We do have this in the state of Colorado. We are trained as real estate professionals to fill these contracts out in the right way. And if you have a real estate agent who is living and working full-time in the area, you shouldn't have to worry about something like this. Sometimes the title companies can catch it if for some reason the real estate agent didn't, and that's usually where you're gonna find the surprise. If it was missed in the contract, sometimes people are completely surprised when they get to closing and they see a transfer tax or a private transfer fee. So I'm gonna try to preempt that for you and just tell you what I know about our area. In Summit County, Colorado, we have 2 towns that do impose a transfer tax. Right now, the only towns that I know of are the town of Breckenridge and the town of Frisco, and that's a 2% transfer fee. And everything's negotiable in Colorado, so don't let anybody tell you that the buyer has to pay it or the seller has to pay it. It comes out at closing. So you guys have to negotiate that when you're negotiating the contract, but just so you know, there is a transfer fee for those 2 towns right now that I know of. The other thing is the Keystone Homeowners Association, so the Keystone Neighborhood Company. If you're purchasing a property in the River Run Village, so right down at the bottom of the slopes, and then a couple of other properties that aren't quite in the village are having to pay this tax. And it's actually not a tax, it's a fee. The Keystone Neighborhood Company charges a fee at closing that's on top of what you pay for the HOA. So your HOA building that you're buying into is going to be different from the Keystone Neighborhood Company, and that's going to be paying for all the festivities, the parties, the food events, the wine events, all those things. And as part of the Keystone Neighborhood Company Association that you're going to belong to, that you're going to be paying extra dues to, you're going to get tickets to some of those events. You're also going to see them just taking really good care of the village there, doing the planter boxes, doing the heated concrete, just all kinds of stuff. So just be aware that there is a private transfer fee at the Keystone Neighborhood Company in Summit County when you purchase. And again, it's part of the real estate contract. Don't let anybody tell you that the buyer has to pay it or the seller has to pay it, because everything's negotiable. There are other examples of this in other areas, and we will know about this when we work with you. And if for some reason there's a question and you're not quite sure, you can always call the title company, because the title companies know which of these condo complexes, small municipalities, they're gonna know who charges what if for some reason you're doubting the real estate professional that you're working with. Now I know that's not gonna be anyone on my team, but just a heads up, give you some resources if you've got questions. The title company, they have to answer that question for you honestly, because it's going to come out on the closing paperwork. Like I told you, today's going to be a quick video before I get to this last hidden fee that sneaks up on people at closing, and it sneaks up on sellers and they get super angry. Before I get to that part, please make sure you drop a comment below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what questions you have. Let me know if I can make another video for you about rural resort property in Colorado, about how to do your own vacation rental stuff, whatever it is you need, I'm here for you. I'd love to hear your feedback. Let me know in the comments below, and make sure you click the like button and share this with your friends and share my company with your friends. We would love to be able to take care of you. Okay, so when I first moved to Summit County I had worked 7 years in Denver, and then I came up to the county. I discovered very quickly this thing called owed but not due. Owed but not due. It is the craziest thing I've ever heard of, but it's a governmental thing. It's a developer thing. Way back in the days when they were developing a little town called Blue River in Breckenridge, in order to incentivize the builders to come in, they told the builders, you can put a water tap here, and you're gonna owe us this tap money, but it's not due right now. So you can imagine at the time, it was like, woohoo, the builder's gonna come in, they're gonna save $20,000, $30,000 on a water tap fee, and they don't have to pay it. They built the house, they sold the house, they sold the house again, they sold it to a new person, a new buyer, a new seller, and guess what? 20, 30 years later, what do you think the county's doing? The counties and the towns are saying, well, guess what? Real estate is good right now. Many, many years back, we told you that you owed this tap fee and it's not due, but guess what? It's due now. And guess who they want to pay it? The sellers or the buyers. Everything's negotiable in Colorado, but they're sticking it on the sellers. So as a seller, be careful. Ask your listing agent. Ask us when you call us. Do I have any owed but not due fees in my title work? That's something that a great title search is going to do. We always do a title search for you when we list your property, so you're not going to have to worry about it when you work with the Mountain Dream team, but it's something that you need to be aware of as a seller if you're coming to Summit County. And I would assume that this is happening in other places in Colorado and other places in the US as well. Now that real estate is booming, now that we are all built out, now that it's a seller's market, the governments and the counties and the municipalities and towns, they're looking to see who owes us what from way back when we incentivize people to build in our area. That's it. Those are the taxes, fees, hidden things that might come up for you that you didn't know about. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the mountains. Bye for now.